All right, man. We are live finally. I know we was gonna talk yesterday. I'm actually glad we connected today. I ended up I did a couple streams yesterday. So the one right before you, it ended up going. It was actually one of Tangi's clients too, and it ended up going a lot longer than what we expected. So
Oh,
it's
that's
actually
good.
cool that we connected today. That video is cold, man. Like I really like the video
Oh, which one? Which one?
for Deserve It.
Oh, man, she shows you. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's February 1st, man. Deserve it, man. Get ready to
yeah,
release it, man, for the public. I hope all the R&B lovers love it, man. Thank you
yeah.
for watching, tuning in, man. February 1st. Thank you, man.
Yeah, and actually, before we even really get started formally, I just want to let everybody know who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
Go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are.
man. So hello to the world out there, man. All your followers and friends, man. I go by the name Denaron, the R&B gentleman. I'm from Houston, Texas, man. But I'm going all over. You know, what I'm saying, the country, just singing and performing and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I do R&B music, man. Singer, songwriter, and I'm getting into acting now. So you can call me an actor as well now.
man, we the R&B game needs you. Like
Yeah,
they need you really bad. Like
yeah,
I've always been. It's funny because as a kid, like most younger kids, they be into like hip hop and rap and all of that stuff. And like as a kid growing up, I was into the R&B. So
yeah,
like I was standing in line for like the Bobby Browns and for the
yeah.
just the different artists that was putting albums out and whatnot. But it wasn't really like the hip hoppers and the rappers and all that stuff.
Man, we
Or
gotta
the
get back into this.
R&B.
We
When
gotta
I
get back
look
into
at
this
it,
love.
yeah. When I look at R&B today versus back in that time, which that for me that probably was like 1990, like from 90 to 95. Like I was real heavy on R&B. The game has changed so much for R&B. Um, kind of talk a little bit about that, like just kind of the transition that you've seen, with R&B and where you feel like you're coming from as an R&B artist.
Man, I'm paying homage for sure from the 80s to the 90s because so many different people is opinionated about R&B now because I feel as if R&B is not the same. I think it's in a good space to a certain extent, but I think it's lost some. I think it's lost some love a little bit because of the emotion, and
Yeah,
it's not as effective as it used to be when artists presented it. I don't think it's not impactful as it used to be, which it should be.
yeah,
But the singers these days still have great music. They put out
oh,
great music and great songs. But I think it's just not as emotional like the
yeah,
Casey and JoJo's or the Tyrese's or the Luther Vandross
yeah,
that pops the veins out your neck. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Or use their hands while they singing, man. So it's more of a laid back, lazy type of R&B feel these years now currently. So, but I honestly these
Okay, I got you.
yeah, I had a call. I'm sorry. Yeah, I honestly think um, I think that I lost my train of thought, but I think that it'll circle back around, just like how everything do for
Yeah,
shoes, the
yeah,
clothes, and stuff like that. So I think it'll get back around to it.
absolutely. Like what do you feel like you bring to the table as an R&B artist in today's culture?
Man, I think I bring that syrup on top of the pancake type of,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I bring that warm syrup to it, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So you can't eat your pancakes without a good syrup. So I think, I have a great sauce for the recipe that's already there in R&B. You know what I'm saying? So I think that me, I have a fresh face. I have fresh words to say, but I also in my song I keep the R&B artists that paved the way for me. I keep their name alive and their songs alive when I'm singing because I wanted people to be mindful. Like, hey, remember this and remember that. So songs like even for Deserve It. Like I was telling my manager, even for Deserve It, I put some some Mary J. Blige in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if anybody knows about research, they
I felt it. I felt it a little
did you
bit when I
hear?
was
Did
watching the
you
video.
hear?
I'm like,
I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying. So I paid away. You know what I'm saying. So I showed Mary J. Blige some love. I got a record titled Body. It's an R&B seductive record. It's titled Body. I paid homage for LSG. You know what I'm saying? For the great late Joe Levert and
yeah.
Johnny Gill and P Sweat, man.
And listen, like, man, Gerald Levert was one of the coldest out here. Like, I'm actually in Cleveland,
Mr.
so
Teddy Bear.
I,
Mr. Teddy Bear.
I had an opportunity to interview him before he had passed away and whatnot.
Oh man.
And that's probably like, I've been doing this for 20 years. He's probably hands down like he's probably like my best interview.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
I think that I think that not necessarily that he got a bad rap, but I think people just didn't really give him the credit that he deserved. And when I had the chance to talk to him, we talked probably 2 hours. And I mean, we talked about his new project that was out at that time, but it was really just like real talk. Like if he was talking to your boy or something like that. And it was just like not on some music shit, but it just was like really, really cool. Like he was really one of them, like one of the coolest ones. And then, Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, you mentioned them.
Oh
They're
yeah.
dope too. So I mean, you definitely are coming behind like that star quality.
Oh yeah, man. So I gotta show them love, man, just as much as they, show the people that paved the way for them. They showing them love. They show them love, and so they actually open the door for us. So I have to do the same,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now the single "Deserve It." Um, it's crazy because when I first listened to it, I just like it instantly grabbed me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can just see like the charisma and like it's
Yeah.
really good. Like and it's I'm usually I'll even say overcritical, like when it comes to new artists and whatnot. But when I started listening to it, I'm like, damn, like Angie sent me some fire. Like this is really,
Yeah.
really, really good. So talk a little bit about that single "Deserve It."
Man, so deserve it. It came the my goal was to make sure that as soon as the record come on, like the beat was catchy for anybody. Before I said anything, at least it's something that's catchy. So the first 10 seconds before I even say anything, you can just turn it on and then turn it back off, and then 3 or 4 days later, you can say, "I heard that before." You can remember that. You know what I mean? Because it's something real catchy, real quick. And my goal was to make sure that production, what I'm saying, was very catchy. And I got only by the name of I'm sorry, B Blade. He produced it. And once he put his thing on it, man. Um, I have a homie out there from Atlanta. Me and him did a Zoom together. I sent the record to him, and we did a Zoom together and collabed on it, and we co-wrote it together. I like, yo, this is the concept. This is what I, what I'm saying, what I'm feeling. And we kind of just went on from there. I kind of just started, just just restructuring how the record should go. Let's put the
Right.
verse right here. Let's put the pre-hook right here, and then I threw a Mary in there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah,
It
man.
just it lets off that vibe of like a dude courting this girl and like really trying to woo her and
Mm-hmm.
just making sure that she's taken care of and
Take
I
care of it.
thought it was dope. Like you really don't see a lot of that in R&B these days. I mean, definitely like the cats who have been out here and they've been doing music, like the Kenny Lattimores and like the people who've been out here doing it. They're definitely doing stuff like that, but you don't really see it from a lot of today's artists. So I think it's definitely something that's fresh and something that a lot of people are really going to dig.
Thank you, man. That's the goal. That's what I'm hoping for and pushing for. That people can realize that, what I'm saying. As
Yeah,
soon as they see it and they just look at the whole video, like, the artist not doing this. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And this is what we've been asking for. So let's take heed to it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I put everything on the plate. I just want people to eat it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Now I seen I had the chance to I'm on Apple Music, so I mean I usually dig around for music and whatnot. So I've had a chance to listen to like a string of your songs and I mean I think you've definitely been consistent over the years. Like talk a little bit about your journey and getting to where you are now.
Oh yeah, man. appreciate you checking out, some of my records, man. I started at the age of 12 singing, and pretty much I was a shy brother, and didn't really want to sing, but my mom and dad would always hear me singing in the shower, singing throughout the hallways, cleaning up everything, even throwing the football out to be singing with my family and some of my friends and stuff. But it was always real close. But at the age of 12, man, my mom and dad, they finally pushed me out there into to this funeral reception, and I ended up singing Sadie, the remix version by the mixed version by R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I ended up singing it, so and I was like a standing ovation, man. At the age of 12, he was like, "Yo, I'm saying, we didn't know you had that in you," I'm saying,
Right.
all this other stuff, and they kept asking me to sing for more, and so, my confidence built up, and started singing on the phone to the females and stuff like
Right.
that. So it progressed on from there, and just started singing on different talent shows throughout the city, at school and stuff,
Mm.
and getting standing ovations, people requesting songs, and started going singing hooks for rappers and stuff. And so I started recording, man, on my own. So just started writing music, and it just started getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? At first, it was just rough because I just really didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Right.
But as time and being consistent and still going, and not even just seeing money in certain times, um, I started hearing myself get better. You know what I'm saying? So just the recording and just my vocals, I started hearing myself getting better and better. And just the music getting better. And then the responses started getting better and better. So, and that's what we got today. So now I'm not doing comedy shows anymore. I'm opening up to different artists, bigger artists and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, that's where we at, man.
Yeah. Now, looking ahead, like what other things do you have coming? Like, are there other projects in the works now? Or?
More projects coming up, man. More shows coming up. I'll be working on. Working on Deserted for the drop February 1st. Then I got another single getting ready to come called "Give Me." That's another record with a video. That's gonna come out, man. That's gonna be pretty dope. Um, and then I just have other shows. I get different shows around the city here, Houston, and then outside the city. My manager here, over there working on some stuff about Seattle and Washington and Miami. So you know, so yeah, man, we trying to get it done,
Okay.
man.
I think that's dope. Definitely a lot of stuff to look out for. So I'll make sure that we continue to get all of that stuff up here on the side, and then definitely on YouTube and whatnot. Where can people check you out? Like where can they find you? Like social media, websites, that sort of thing.
Man, to all my people out there, man, to all your followers, your fans, man. My name is Denaron. You can check me out, Denaron Music at IG, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I say Instagram, but everything. Denaron Music. That's Denaron Music. Denaron Music. If you're looking to stream my music, just type in my first name to Spotify, title, Apple Music. My first name, Denaron, Denaron. Keep up with your boy, man, because I'm going to drop some more music for y'all, man. I be singing and stuff, having fun, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I think it's dope, man. I appreciate you for it. I hear the music in the background, but I appreciate you. It's all good. I appreciate everything, man. I definitely will keep up with you. We'll definitely get you back on here and get you in the magazine and everything. But
Give me back, man. Give me
yeah,
back, man.
absolutely.
And I want to say I thank you for the opportunity. I thank you, man. You stay blessed and you keep continuing up, building your platform for yourself and for others. You know what I'm saying? So you setting the mark, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hope pray God continue to keep blessing you, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, now.
Peace.